This might be the most interesting parkrun I've been to yet on this challenge. Depending on which week you turn up, this is either one of the fastest parkruns in Sydney or one of the toughest. Two completely different courses depending on the week. Today, I thought I'd hit the jackpot, the flat, fast course. Finally, the perfect chance to go for a fast time. There's just one problem. I'm not fast at all. I'm totally out of shape. So, is this actually the PB course as everyone is claiming it to be? Or is there something about Penrith Lakes that catches almost everyone out? I'm gonna go and find out.
Good morning, it is Saturday again and I am here for stop number 12 on this journey. We're officially a third of the way through. This week I've been brought out west to Penrith Lakes Parkrun as requested by Beth in the comments, who replied to my video in record time. Turns out she was doing me a huge favour in bringing me out here when the course was flat and fast, so I don't really have any excuses for a slow time this week. Let's go check it out.
Getting here is easy in the sense that there's only one clear way to do it, and that's by car. There's no public transport route to the venue yet, so it's a proper drive, but it's a simple one. Coming from the city, you get off the M4 and follow the signs towards the Sydney International Regatta Centre. Enter from Gate A and follow the signs for free parking, where there is plenty of, especially in the winter months. Industrial on one side, open water on the other. It's worth knowing that this corner of Western Sydney is stacked with parkruns. Nepean River is under 4 kilometres away and Werrington Lakes Reserve is under 6, which means I'll be eventually making the trek back out here to complete the others. How long until I come back out here depends on the comments. Someone please comment roads. It's the middle of winter and there's a heavy fog sitting over the water as everyone gathers near the flags. It's a smaller field than some of the bigger parkruns, especially in the cold, and there's an easy, unhurried feel to the morning that some of the busiest ones don't have. Plenty of regulars clearly know each other, a few dogs on leads who are clearly more excited than the humans at being out in this cold weather. The fantastic volunteers were out early getting the finish funnel and course checks sorted, which on a course like this is no small job, and a few of them look like they could run the whole thing blindfolded by now. Briefing wraps up, the usual reminders about sharing the path and keeping an eye on kids and dogs are done, and then the field spreads out towards the start the way that it always does. Quick ones drifting to the front, everyone else finding their spot. There's a genuine mix out here today too, some clearly training for something bigger with Sydney Marathon just around the corner, a few easing back in after time off like myself, one or two walking it with a coffee already in hand, which is exactly the range parkrun's meant to cater for. Then we're off into the mist. Penrith Lakes Parkrun launched back in May 2014, which makes it one of the longer running events on this whole challenge. Since then, it's clocked up close to 480 events with more than 8,400 finishes. It sits inside a big stretch of lakes and parklands on the western edge of Sydney. The kind of wide open space you don't really get anywhere else on this list. Big sky, water on one side, gum trees on the other. One nice quirk here, Penrith Lakes actually alternates between two different courses, a hillier cross-country loop and the flat, fast Southern Bank course I'm running today. So if you come back another Saturday, don't be surprised if you get a completely different run out of the same venue. The course record here is 15 minutes and 6 seconds by Australian Olympian Liam Adams, which for a flat, fast layout like this one, tells you exactly how quick this place can get and if you're chasing a time. The best age-graded run here sits at 97.36%, which for anyone who doesn't follow age grading closely, is about as close to a perfect performance that this course has ever seen. If you're more interested in comparing yourself to others, age grading is worth knowing about too. It takes your time and measures it against a world record for your age and gender, so a solid run in your 50s can genuinely outscore a quick one in your 20s. Good thing to know when you get overtaken by someone younger than you right at the finish line, and you can still have bragging rights over. If you want to see if I actually beat any 10-year-olds on age grading over the next few weeks, make sure to hit subscribe. I've still got a lot of Sydney left to cover. Right, better talk about the course. This is the flat and fast version, the one that they call the Southern Bank course, and it's about as different from Penrith Lakes' hillier cross-country layout as you can get. It runs along the southern side of the lake on wide asphalt paths, and it is extremely flat. No hidden climb waiting to catch you out. With the climbing taken out of the equation, this is about as fast a course you'll find on this whole list. If you've been saving a 5km PB attempt for the right course, this might be it. The only negative, and I say this as really nitpicking, is that there is 3 tight hairpins on this course. It's a genuinely lovely, easy morning loop with the lake sitting right alongside you for all of it, flat enough that you can actually enjoy the view instead of staring at your shoes the whole way around and hating life. Because it's flat, it's also genuinely a good starting point if you're a beginner runner and wanting to enjoy your runs without a hill thrown in as well. One thing that is important to do before you head out here yourself is to check the Penrith Lakes Facebook page in the days before, since cancellations and course swaps do occasionally happen, usually down to weather or something else on at the venue.
This is a perfect morning for a PB. It's cold, it's flat. Too bad I'm not in shape.
By the time you've finished, the sun's fully up over the water and there's a small cluster of people standing at the finish, comparing times, catching their breath and pretending they didn't just treat the last hour like it was the Olympic Games. What struck me here was the volunteers. Every one of these Saturday parkruns is entirely run and coordinated on people giving up their morning for free. They are up before sunrise, in the freezing cold, still packing up gear long after the rest of us have wandered off to inhale a bacon and egg roll. An easy thing to forget when you're just there to run and socialise. Good on you, you bloody legends. Better people than me. If you're wondering what to actually do once you've finished, a good chunk of the crowd heads to Nutrition Station in North Penrith for a yap. Grab a coffee, grab a table, have a chat and argue about whether Albo would shag Kylie or not. Before I went and gave everyone my opinion on this very important subject, I caught up with Brad while things were being packed away, one of the regular faces here, for a proper chat about Penrith Lakes.
So I'm here with Brad, one of the locals here at Penrith Lakes. Tell me, how long have you been coming out to parkrun here at Penrith Lakes?
Been coming out to parkrun about, or almost since I've started parkrunning, back in 2019. But on occasion, not every week, but on most weeks. It's like probably my first or second most, apart from the Penrith River.
Awesome. And do you have a preference between the two courses, or do you like the variety and switching it up? Do you prefer coming to the flat course?
I prefer a flat and fast course. Southern Bank is perfect and ideal for that. I don't mind the Penrith River as well too. That's not as flat, but it's still nice. But that'll come in a future time for you.
And who would you recommend this course to if anyone was coming out here?
I recommend anyone who wants a PB run, or even just to, enjoy the scenery and just to, good community. Yeah.
Amazing community. Thanks so much, Brad. Lovely to meet you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for chatting to me, Brad. So what's the verdict on Penrith Lakes? Depending on the week, you're either getting a fast, flat course on a proper path or a genuinely difficult trail run over a hilly cross-country course. That is honestly part of the fun of this parkrun. There's a real charm to a course that keeps these things simple. Just wide open water and either an actual chance to chase a time if you land on a flat week or a proper test if you land on a trail week. It doesn't need to be anything fancier than that. On the flat week, it's genuinely welcoming too. First timers, walkers, prams, dogs on lead, the lot, without a hill or any technical footing forcing anyone to work harder than they signed up for. It's perfect for everyone. On a trail week, it's a different event entirely, and a good one if you're after more of a challenge. It is a drive to get to, so plan around it, bring a friend, make a morning of it, grab coffee after at Nutrition Station. That's really the only way to do this one. The community here has clearly been putting in the work since 2014, and it shows. Great volunteers, a well-run event, and now I know there's a genuinely different run waiting for me depending on which week I come back. Would I come back? Absolutely. This is the kind of parkrun that makes this whole challenge worth doing. This one is perfect for your goal 5k time, not too busy, and the perfect course for it. It makes it worth the 5 a.m. alarm clocks every Saturday.
So that's Penrith Lakes completed. Well, half of it. I did the flat and fast course today, but the cross-country one is still out there, waiting for me. It's possible that I can say that I've only completed half of this parkrun. Sounds like I'm going to need to return, but it also sounds like that's a future me problem. Leave a comment below and decide where I go next week. Same as always, the first one wins. Hit that subscribe button so you find out if anyone actually listens to me and I end up at Rhodes next week, or I'm punished again with a very early alarm. Genuinely though, thanks so much for sticking with this video all the way through. It really means a lot to me and I appreciate it. I'm having a wonderful time getting out and about in the Sydney community, meeting fantastic people like Beth and Brad today. Have a great week. I'll see you next time, wherever that may be.